That's staying in.
And turn around and Audacity is running.
Yeah, so, I literally lost sleep over this game.
Yes.
I literally, like, tossed and turned, waking myself up in the middle of the night, going, like trying to solve the dream version of the mystery, and also remembering some of the spooky shit that happens.
I did not notice this as I was knocked the fuck out on diphenhydramine.
But there was definitely, as you can see,
Some shit happened.
shit got spook. Shit got the slightest bit spook.
Hashtag.
It was really well done, because you come over to this skeleton,
Damn.
and you're like, oh. Well, gee willikers. See, you start with the Kraken, and then you think, well, how's it gonna top that? By scaling back. You scale back and go, what the? What?
Fuck.
Excuse? Excusey. So I'm pretty much
Fucky moy?
the majority of the way. I'm pretty much almost done here. I've only got a hand, and I'm at the point where I can really just start brute forcing it. Like, for a lot of these, it gets increasingly easier for me to be able to just go, okay, try this one, 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 until something triggers. Which, like, does raise the weird kind of issue with the game, which is, who is looking over my shoulder saying you got it right?
Life.
Who is the second It's like in Papers, Please, how, like, they go through a second invisible checkpoint where they see, oh no, you got that wrong.
It's God.
Like there's no real solution to that, but it is kind of funny.
Haha.
You got it. So the third big holy shit, what the actual F moment
What the hell is going on?
would be
What
this.
do you know about these things? About the chest and your dead friends?
这是虾米？未来全部供出来，拢是恁害啦！迄个害得较对人无过好，是谁人本事啊？He talk about the shell. Very dangerous.
Shell? What shell?
What the shell?
That one.
That'd be the one.
That'd be the one right there that almost took you. That almost made you eunuch.
It almost took you nuts.
Right there.
Yep.
So what's
Ooh.
really cool is not only do you, like, solve the mystery of, like, what happened to every individual person. Easy go. Hello. It also comes, like, who are you, sir, with a tank top?
The wife beater.
Some kind of seaman.
Oh my god, you said the word.
Oh my god, I said a very big word. There's really only, see, this is what I mean. Like, there's really only two people this could possibly be.
Yeah.
At this point. Who are you, sir? And then you go over here and you're like, here's what happens when you trigger a flashback inside a flashback.
Ahoy! Ahoy! Wait! Don't shoot! I have treasure! I yield! Hold your fire!
And then he didn't.
Then he didn't.
And then you go,
Mm.
oh.
Mm. Mm.
And then if you notice, there's that glowing gem again that the guy was murdered over. Homeboy kind of lit himself on fire.
Kind of.
But it's fine.
Seems a binary thing.
Because him doing that caused this shit to happen.
That's fine.
You know, that's the kind of thing that you want. sometimes, right?
People are into that.
That's fine. A lot of people died during this scene. This caused a couple of deaths. So, what's interesting is, like, that's really the only other, like, what the fuck kind of bullshit. As you're going through, so what happened was, as you notice now, it's raining, and that is the game's cue to be like, okay, you can finish the game now if you want.
That's cute.
Because once I filled up all of these chapters, I got all of the, like, information. All of the pages have been filled in, except for this one. The game's like, okay, you're done. You can leave now. So it started raining, and Homeboy down there was like, get the fuck... It's gonna storm. We're leaving. Get over yourself. So at this point, at any time, you can, like, get off the ship and just be done. But I want to finish
What in
identifying
fucking
everyone.
Tarnation, Alabama Betty White, Miss Betty Crocker kind of bullshit is this?
And what's really cool is, as you go through the game, and start having to, like, really just, like, people use names less and less as it goes along. What's interesting is, like, as you go along, you really have to make interesting deductive leaps to be able to, like, associate identities. Identities? Like, we got Homeboy here. This is clearly the surgeon, because he's tending to the sick man. And this guy, who's chilling out with the surgeon, is clearly the surgeon's mate. This is the third mate, and that's the surgeon's mate.
What are his chances?
Then you get to this guy's flashback, the Starburst.
The juicy taste of Starburst.
Fuck, I forgot it again. Anyway, and you see, like, a flashback of the crew, of, like, the crew lodgings, and then you notice everyone is numbered based on where they are on the ship registry. So then you see some people like this guy who's got a pipe, and it's bunk 47, and you think, okay, well, where have I seen this guy smoking a... Where have I seen a guy smoking a pipe?
Smoking a Garwaz.
If you see a guy smoking a pipe, you know that that's Mr. 47. Which, in this instance, was... Alexei Toparov. Whatever. And then you got Homeboy right here, who's got a tattoo. He's bunk 37, so you know next time you see the guy with that tattoo, which we did here, I believe. No, it was earlier. Which we did here, you know that that's him. So it does get, like, to the point where you really just have to be in, like, looking for really obscure fucking details. But now we're at the point where it's kind of just being, like, process of elimination and blind guessing is actually gonna get you a pretty good approximation. Because at this point, who don't I have? I'm missing... That almost doesn't even count. Missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's like 2 more sets. Because some of these dudes are definitely going to show up in that one chapter that we don't have access to yet.
I'll have sketches of life, and it's literally an execution.
The irony.
Oh.
I like this guy. Omid Ghoul, the only guy with the turban. I wonder where he's from. A lot of these people just... like disappearances. That just means you're not going to find the body. Don't bother looking for it. And then some of these come down to, like, well, look at what this asshole's wearing. Who else is wearing some stupid bullshit? Like, all these guys are stewards. And they're all wearing the same uniform. So who could this guy be? Perhaps he is a steward. Perhaps not.
Dun, 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 dun. Perhaps he's the Berkser.
Perhaps. Perhaps he's the purser. Perhaps he's the helmsman. Perhaps he is this Indian guy. Probably not. Oh, that's the helmsman. He's holding the fucking wheel.
Holding the helm.
He's holding the helm. Gee. Fucking idiot I am. Now, all these guys are midshipmen, so they're all wearing generally the same thing. There's only two midshipmen left. Who else could it fucking be? Was it unknown?
In those days, when they said port and starboard, as far as the helm was concerned, they meant which way you're going to point the rudder, not the wheel, not turn the wheel. So when they said
Right.
hard aport,
So you
steer
wanna-
starboard. They got rid of that shortly after the Titanic.
For reasons.
Reasons.
Oh no. How could it be? Who was the Ooh, Jesus. Captain's... Oh, maybe,
That sound was like a commercial for Pepsi.
You can hear the blue in the can. And these guys actually made it out alive. These four dudes, how the fuck am I supposed to know they're in Africa? Like, literally, that's what I mean. That's just a blind guess. Like, this has to be a midshipman. And he was killed by this guy.
My midshipman's hindquarters.
Or he could have been killed by John Davies, too. Maybe not. I don't know. See, that's what I mean. Like, you kind of just have to, like... you have to fall back on the things you know are like, irreversibly true. Like... Irreversibly true. Like this one, I'm iffy on who this guy is and who shot him. So I have to find at least two that I'm 100% sure on, and then I can just start plugging. I'm gonna start plugging in ones that it could be.
Start capping fools.
But technically I am done with the game as of now. I can just get off, but I want to find out what's in that chapter. That lost chapter.
Let's go ahead and store that black powder willy-nilly. Hi.
Dinner. Oh yeah, homeboy
I think he's fine.
was holding it down. Oh, Jesus. This isn't the memory I wanted.
Maybe in a lost memory. Never want to come back from again.
Because I don't know what happens when I get all of them, so I don't want to get them all and then start recording, because I don't know if I'm going to miss anything. Here it is.
Da-da.
Oh, that's funny. His leg's over here.
That's funny. That's one way to put it, sure.
What madness is this? 20 years my steward. And never
So he says, 20 years my steward, and he's being hauled away. This has to be the captain's steward,
Keep
right?
forgetting when this takes place.
The 1800s. Very early 1800s.
Yeah, well, very early 1800s. They might not have had anesthetic yet.
Actually, he could just be the ship's steward.
That's
Like,
true.
look, there's ship steward and captain steward. Does this guy look Swedish or Indian to you?
tie him up. This is the lazaret with those
Does this guy look Indian or Swedish?
I like Swedish.
I mean, and it's the captain saying 20 years my steward.
Yeah, my.
So he has to be the fucking, the fucking,
Can I get a fucking,
I don't know. Does this look like an Alexander to you? I don't know if that looks like an
looks like
Alexander.
a Brutus or something. By the Civil War, by the mid to late 1800s, they had, inhalant anesthetic. More people died from
Surgeon.
too much anesthetic than...
Oh yeah, see, that confirms it. This is definitely Philip Dahl, because this guy was killed by Philip Dahl.
But in the American Revolutionary War, for instance, part of a surgeon's kit would include a leather band that you would put in their mouth while you sawed off their
Yeah,
arm.
it looks like that's what he's holding.
Oh yeah, that could be.
But this guy got his leg cut off with a sword. I don't know how that works. See, like, these are all the stewards. All lined up, all in the same uniform. This guy is 100% the, not steward. I meant, yeah. So if that's Philip Dahl, who it has to be, this could only be an unknown steward? I don't know, he might be Indian. And then this guy ends up shooting him. Not on purpose. It was an accident. See, like, let's take a look at this guy and the shirt he's wearing. Note... Well, let's get a different angle. Note the shirt and the horrifying dead eyes, right? And then peep homeboy over here who got shot by that guy. Does that not look like the same guy? It's far away, so it's hard to tell, but it looks like the bald guy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And he was there, and he's the only one wearing that wearing a light shirt. Everyone else here
Black.
is wearing a black shirt. So that whoever this is definitely shot him, because if you look, you'll see, like, follow the gun smoke. Again, it's kind of hard to see.
Good shot if you were aiming for it, but not a great accidental shot.
Yeah, if you look there, you can kind of see it come through the wall. So he got shot with a gun by whoever the fuck this is. And who could he be? Like,
Alexander Booty.
Like, he's not a steward. He's obviously not a steward. He can't be a purser. Don't do this. He doesn't seem like high rank enough to be a midshipman, you know?
He seems like a grunt.
He seems very low totem pole. So he's got to be one of these three, right? Or this? No. I mean, like, that doesn't necessarily mean anything, but, like, by process of elimination, it's got to be one of these. Well, I guess the easier way would be... Like, it's so hard to tell also, but like... Like, the Captain Stewart is indisposed. We know 100% who the Captain Stewart is. So these guys can't be him. We know 100% who the third mate is. So none of these guys can be him. I kind of don't know who Charles Minor is, to be fair. So any of these people could be Charles Minor. Have no idea who the purser is. You're upsetting me.
Corrects me every time.
See, a purser is an administrative official, accounts for all cargo value and trade transaction, manages a small item store for a crew. Okay, so if we look for a item store, gunner's store, purser's office. So here, if we can find out who was in this office, we'll find out who the purser is. Am I ruining it for you?
No, if anything, you're making it better.
You're upsetting.
Purser.
Like, there are still clues we can find, like, who was the purser? There's still a way we can find that out. So here... Oh, I can't open it. Fuck. No, these guys are already dead.
They must have picked it up in the last days.
You guys are dead.
And him. What are his chances? I gave him some hope. We'll see.
Okay,
Well, whiny piss pot.
this flashback's not gonna help me. Okay, so this is the purser office. Perhaps there'll be something in here. Are there any other memories at this location?
Surprise butt sex. Come at you when you least expect it. Picture of the two soccer players.
Perhaps that'll clear it up?
I'm just here to provide non sequiturs. When it gets slow.
Like, there's so many different... There's so many memories, and you can't access... You have to go to the physical location that they happened at. Like,
Exploded.
that's a midshipman. So all of these guys gotta be midshipmen, because they're all grouped together in this photograph. There's no other midshipman. There was an unknown midshipman.
Midshipman.
But I mean, that's unsatisfying. And this guy was knifed either by that guy or that guy. And it wouldn't make sense if he shot the guy after knifing him.
Before throwing them out of a plane.
Ooh, wait. Ooh, you're kind of bald and wearing a white shirt. Ooh, perhaps it was Nathan Peters who shot him. Maybe this guy was shot by Nathan Peters. Where is Nathan Peters? Yeah, because the bald guy with the striped shirt doesn't seem to be here, and this was immediately after that one where he got shot. So I think, yeah, it had to be this guy who shot him. Now I just need to find out who he was. He was either the ship's steward or an unknown steward.
Which nobody wants. I'm watching my cat twitch in his sleep. Oh no.
Like the fourth mate's steward is standing over here next to the fourth mate. We know this because he's alive, and I figured out who he is. Third mate steward standing next to the third mate. First mate steward standing here. Second mate steward standing here. Ooh, this guy looks like he could be a midshipman. Maybe he's an unknown midshipman. I don't think he... Ooh, he could be unknown because his body was kind of hidden away. Just doesn't make sense. Topman.
Oh, Topman, oh. It's Jane Bird.
Yeah, that is 100% Philip Dahl. So, perhaps this is also a topman? I actually don't know. Yeah, all the topmen and seamen are hanging out here. So, it really, like, how many of these guys are left? Okay. Boom. 3 more down. So now this is gonna start getting really fucking easy.
Yeah. Oh, he woke up.
Oh.
Alright. Into the
Boom.
cat here.
Okay, all the midshipmen are accounted for. Only 3 more, I think. So who haven't I figured out?
Midshipman's hindquarters. He let out a wail that still be heard in Davy Jones' locker. And Peter Dolan's locker, too. All the monkeys had lockers.
Who the fuck is this guy? Yeah, I mean, if it's just unknown seamen, that's really unsatisfying. And there's no second page. Like, this is what we're down to.
Yeah. That'd be something if you flipped it over. It's like, oh, 60 more people.
This... And this is definitely a midshipman. Yeah, there's no more midshipmen left. Because this guy
Right?
was Thomas
here.
Lank, and there's no more midshipmen left. So that's the only other guy wearing a midshipman uniform. Yeah, there are 3 named midshipmen, and they're all accounted for. So the only other guy left is the unknown midshipman. How are they unknown? How the fuck does that work? This unknown midshipman. Yeah, he's wearing the same thing, right? Kinda looks like it. They're all wearing gay-ass ascots.
Ass ascots. Boom.
On the other hand, maybe... Like, I haven't had to identify anyone who's labeled as unknown yet, have I?
No.
So this has... So if we just ignore the unknowns...
To know the unknown.
And that maybe we do have to ignore the unknowns. Yeah? I don't know. See, that's how it gets.
That's how they get you.
When you're down to the final three.
They don't think be the way it is, but it do.
I don't think it... They don't think it be like it is, but it do. This guy was definitely shot by Nathan Peters, but who was he?
I know I'm gonna get got, but I'm gonna get mine more than I get got, though.
We ain't gonna get got. We gonna get.
Who else watched the first Pokemon movie on a VHS with his cousin in her room?
Bonson's mate wouldn't be
That
hanging out with
sounded
these guys.
wrong. I didn't mean it like that.
Would he? I don't think so, right?
If I know George Shirley, and I do.
Yeah, that or he's an unknown seaman. Why would those even be on there?
Why would you put unknown on the manifest?
They're not even numbered. The Bonson's mate is gonna drive me fucking crazy.
Didn't you know who that was? Because he said my Frenchman or something?
He's the only guy who's French, that's for sure. Maybe this is the French... This is the Bonson's mate? Who are you?
Who are you, Frenchman?
We're so far down, like, it
No.
really has to come down to, like, what they're wearing. And this guy is wearing... a steward's uniform. Is he? Disappeared in the dune. Oh.
Whoa. Dunk.
This is what this whole playthrough has been. Like, I showed you the oh shit moments.
Yes.
Everything else in the game has just been me going like, what the
The
fuck?
Just point those cannons wherever, BTW.
Who and what the fuck?
They didn't look like they were moored either, so those are like 4 loose cannons.
Oh yeah,
See,
they're
the Moors-
lost to sea for sure. This is like the only other one I can think of that's like relatively normal for me to be able to see where the fuck people are.
Back when the problem was the giant squid. Not the 2
See, here, this is
Crabs.
definitely...
giant
yeah.
enemy crabs.
So like, this is the third mate steward, and this is the guy he's standing next to. So like, who the fuck else could he be? Got some autoerotic asphyxiation going on in the background there, by the way.
Watch out, that's how John Carradine died. It's hot, but it'll get you.
So like 56. Who's number 56 on the manifest? '56 is Henry Brennan. That doesn't help me. X.
Sleep over the cannons. Nice, carrying soup.
Topman. Seaman. Well, I don't even know who that guy is, that's the thing. 45 was... I'm looking for people I don't have yet. I need 40... I need 59... 27 and... Oh, no, I know who that is for sure.
Speed.
27 and
Svenska.
7. Yeah, these, like, those are accounted for. 7, 28, no, 20, 27, 7, 27, and 59 are the only ones who are unaccounted for on the manifest. And one of them is the purser.
Go on.
So, like, the thing is, I need to confirm their fates.
Face.
Their face. Because, like, if I can 100% ensure I know how they died, I can just start switching and swapping. This guy, I'm not sure how he died.
Pokemon swap.
Is unfortunate.
Was there someone who died of old age yet?
No.
I was kind of hoping.
Gotta throw in a few that are just no one's gonna be qualified as that.
I don't think anyone on this voyage.
To shake you up. Yeah, so this was just shenanigans, by the way. This was nobody's fault but your own.
It's just shenanigans. If I hear one more motherfucker say shenanigans.
I swear to God, I'm gonna pistol whip the next motherfucker if he says the word shenanigans.
Are they just catching mermaids?
Yeah, this was after the guys got spiked.
After the fucking crabs? They're like, let's get some mermaids? Like, why don't you just go home?
Here's the sequence of events. Loose cargo. Homeboys were bringing in some motherfucking cargo, and bitches got cruished. Then, some motherfuckers got sick and died. Then, we had fucking Edward Nichols came down to steal that gem and knocked out the guy and knifed the fuck out of Nunzio Pasqua. And then Hokseng Lao got framed for it, and that's when they executed him. So then, Edward Nichols made his move and absconded with the gem he stole and the two other... whoever the fuck these are. That's when the mermaids happened. And they all got fucking wrecked by mermaids.
Interesting.
And then he came back because he's like, well, fuck, everyone died. And the last remaining kind of Chinese guy shot him. That is when this happened. And then after this, the crab showed up. And then after the crab showed up, the Kraken showed up.
Ah, yeah, that was the last one.
Yeah, the Kraken was kind of the last thing. It's like I kind of pieced together a sequence of events. This ship started out going from the UK, from here, and started making their way down south around out. So I'm assuming they were going to Asia, and that's why.
Yeah, they're going around the Cape of.
That's
Tropic of.
The
Sorry, I keep
the Formosan. I don't know. They seem Asian, so they were passengers. They were bringing their cursed ass mermaid gem. The mermaids tried to reclaim the gem. Didn't work out because they all got burned alive. Weird Orient fucking mermaid magic is going down.
A Native American superhero who defeats people by going into the spirit realm. Yellow magic. Straight up yellow magic.
Definitely some kind of Orient bullshit.
Some chi concept.
Some ki, as it is known in some circles.
Some qui.
And at this point, just desperately looking for a flashback that shows the purser in their natural environment, so that I can fucking figure out who the goddamn purser was.
The goddamn fuck.
Who is the purser? Maybe this guy. Because this is down here where the purser's office is, and he's fucking dead. Yeah, but shenanigans, by the way. Everyone got fucking wrecked. This guy is the artist. Oh, I better go and draw that.
Grab my pad.
Asshole.
And charcoal.
This is how I found out who the carpenters were, because they're here in the carpentry. They're in the carpentry. Yeah, what do you think? Who could this be?
Could be...
He's just summon. Ooh, I do remember, that's right. That cow head. That was a sequence where people were being normal. Perhaps there my answers can be found.
You said banana?
Yeah, any time frame where, like, normal, like, ship life is occurring should be a good time frame for me to try and figure out who the fuck people are. We got some vom going on here.
Oh, cow surgery. Cow autopsy going on.
You're right there, son.
Oh, these are the only 3 midshipmen, actually. Yeah, these are the 3 midshipmen. There were only 3 midshipmen on that registry. And they're all here. They're all standing here in front of me. So this guy... The stewards... Yeah, this had to be a steward. Maybe this is the purser? Fuck.
No, that's not what you said. Fuck.
2 more fates. Ah, that's it. The purser fell overboard. Oh, that one was the blind guess right there.
Never been on a farm, Chuck. Mind your shoes now.
Okay, so at this point, it's really just done. That's all the hard ones, I think.
Whoa, I'm flying.
Let's go upstairs. Because I think I can just shotgun it from here. Like, there's only fucking, like, 2 people left. Who is Charles Minor? Yeah, we don't know what happened to him, but I know who he was. We don't know what happened to Philip Dahl, but I know who he was. Everyone else is accounted for. Let's just look at who we don't have. This guy, whoever he was absolutely fucking shot by Nathan Peters. And he's with the other stewards. So, I mean, who the fuck else could it be? This guy. This guy was the Frenchman? He doesn't look like a steward, that's for sure. What's a bosun? Bosun is the foreman in charge of general crew operations and the equipment required to sail the ship. Ooh, I remember they said the bosun's mate was torn apart by the
Constant fighting.
So maybe this guy. I would have to review the memories from the Doom and try and find him. He was in a lot of memories. Let's see. He died during the Doom, so I gotta find the ones that happened during the Doom. Because like during the doom, which is a funny thing to say. When you think about it.
During all the doom.
You see homeboys over there in the boat
Not having a good
not
time.
having a good time. And homeboy, like one of them had homeboy back here fallen, not having a good time. So like, it's gotta be during one of these. Hello. Here you are. So during the memory that took place after this, part 8, there's only one left, and he's alive right here. So he has to be in the one where Abigail died. That's got to be the one that tells us what happened to him. And if we can find out his fate, we can just insert names until we get one right. But I think he might have been the Bonson's mate. There he is. No, that's a different guy. He didn't fall overboard.
Yes.
I guess like he got yanked overboard
competing-
in a way.
Competing causes of death.
Oh yeah, see, look. This is definitely the French. This is definitely the Bonson's mate. But I mean, what happened to him, right? I guess presumably he got pulled out of the place. I mean, like, if that guy got pulled overboard, they told him when he was bleeding out here.
They specifically said torn apart.
Your mate was torn apart. They wouldn't say that if it wasn't important.
Boom. Dun.
So, I can't think of who else this would be except the Bonson's mate. This has to be Charles Minor. And they say he was torn apart, and he's right here with the Bonson. Where's my Frenchman? He was right here trying to save him. He must have been torn apart, right? Logically speaking, that makes sense.
As the oil lanterns go flying.
Which means the only... I mean, like, that's gotta be it, right? I can't think of what else it would be. Which means this guy... See, these two are taken. The third mate and the Captain Steward are taken. So who was he shot by? That's all it comes down to, is who that guy was shot by, and I think that'll be the game. Oh, maybe... Maybe I had it right the first time? I did. I just didn't know who it was. All currently solvable fates. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Got it. Man, that guy, I just could not figure out for the longest time. Boom. There's nothing left to do on the Obra Dinn.
Would you like to discard?
Please stop. So there you go. That's the series of unfortunate events.
That guy they executed like a week ago is still hanging there.
Well, that's like the flashback memory of him. They did leave him hanging up for a long time, though, actually. So yeah, we're ready to... Yeah.
Should.
Finally. Sit down.
Make up your
Come
mind.
about!
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So that solves that. I've been waiting here for 3 days!
It's gonna go down.
Yeah? Okay. One week later. In case you couldn't read. Insurance assessment.
Victim of calamitous events at sea.
Ship damaged in squall, sunk in storm.
Oh.
Payout claimed. All cargo lost. Company and crown. Suicide gun. Criminal findings. Murder of crewmate. Estimate forfeited to crown. Criminal findings. Attempted mutiny. That seems unfair. Theft of cargo. Murder of crewmate. Estimate fined. Fate unknown. Findings of merit. Extraordinary valor. Exceptional performance of duties. Estate awarded. Outstanding wages and award. Criminal findings. Murder of crewmate. Torn apart by beast. Findings of
I'm
merit.
pretty sure they didn't expect to report this thorough when they hired you.
Yeah, like, god damn it.
Like, wow, how did you know that all this happened? Oh, I just used my watch and saw into the past.
Yeah, and God told me when I got at least 3 right.
Yeah, I heard some guy say it.
Alive, Africa, findings of demerit, abandonment of crew and vessel.
I mean, who really deserves the money is that guy who waited for you in the little dinghy boat.
Fate decapitated. Speared, beast.
So these families just got random invoices for 30 pounds, 40 pounds. Like, what the fuck is this?
Exceptional performance of duties. Yeah, notice that they're only paying out to the people who died, by the way. Outstanding wages. Crushed rigging. No claim made. Wow. Criminal findings. Murder of crewmate. Estate fined. Abandonment of crew and vessel. Fine £10. No claim made. Fate unknown. Yeah, the last recorded ones got a little bit desynced. It might have been because I was fucking around with the playback trying to, like, see shit.
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
So that might have been why.
It also was like 3 hours long.
Yeah, so hopefully this one's shorter and won't be something that I'm just not gonna bother trying to fix in editing, to be honest. Fell overboard, findings of merit, exceptional performance of duties. Attempted mutiny, theft of cargo. Fate fell overboard, abandonment of crew and vessel. Maybe you wouldn't have died if you hadn't abandoned the vessel. Illness, estate unknown, outstanding wages donated to pension fund. Crushed cargo.
Clutch cargo. You mean Breakfast Club sandwich?
Total claimed 29,000. This is a steep bill, but it's worth it. Lucas Pope signed that.
Under the threat of perjury.
The pocket watch remains in your grip. I mean, I ain't giving it back, that's for fucking sure.
It's gonna help me on future cases.
In Morocco. As requested.
No, the postage.
Luke's Pope has a sense of style, that's for sure. Of timing. 1 year later.
It only took her a week to compile that research. My tea.
Time to just sit facing the wall drinking tea.
You know, that's what British people do. This is Titanic Adventure out of Time. I wonder if he was inspired by that.
I mean, there seems to be a lot of overlap. Like doomed ships in general.
Can you believe it? A package at this hour. Oh, the thing smells just dreadful. Better you don't open it inside.
You think I'm getting up for my fucking tea.
Tea's in the kitchen if you need more.
Thank you, Mom. Thanks,
Put
Grandma.
my tea to the side. From Morocco.
Thanks, Grandma.
Huh.
Do not write back.
Ooh.
Oh, Jane Bird.
She was one of the people who got away.
Yeah. I also wouldn't want to be reminded of that if I were her.
Dr. Evans.
What with the Kraken and the crabs and the mermaids and the death? What the fuck is that?
I know what it means. I'm gonna look at this real quick. The tale belongs to you now. Please finish it. Henry Evans. The surgeon.
Oh.
Oh, goodness.
There you are. Collect your things. Where's the key? To that door. Gone. Damn. There's no time. We need to go. Right.
You go.
What are you up to?
Nothing good.
Oh, the monkey, no.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's not surprising, I guess. The hand! His hand! He touched the thing that burned the mermaids. That's how they got away. That's how they got away from the Kraken.
That fucking monkey.
Why did you shoot the monkey? The monkey's paw. A friendly but not entirely pleasant monkey companion was sacrificed in the pursuit of knowledge. was spiked. Third mate was spiked. And the captain's mate was burned.
By black magic. Just tuning his kettle.
Yeah, some kind of Asian magic.
Captain didn't toss them all. Leave it. Help me lift it. Oh, why? Well, set you free. Give it the shell. Do it. Hoist it out. To the main deck. Throw it over. Lock the door when you leave. Get the tail, boy. You return. The ship. The Obra Dinn. See it home.
Well, they didn't fulfill that.
The monkey was gonna do it.
Oh, okay. Somehow I totally missed these fuckers. So the stewards. Oh yeah, that guy is the one of the ones that escaped.
Stewards and the tutors.
And he was killed trying to escape. Yeah. Killed trying to escape. They saved the ship. This takes place after the doom, so the Kraken was still fucking up the ship at this point, or at least, or like maybe had very shortly thereafter stopped fucking it up.
Just falling through another corpse.
Yeah. Apparently he was fucking spiked. Nothing good. Yeah, so we're going in reverse order here.
Oh.
Oh, these were the holding cells.
Withdraw the Kraken, or I will kill you all!
The captain killed one of the mermaids. And he'd gotten his steward to bring in the conch. It's a conch! The magic conch! Oh, it's like the Davy Jones. You guys, Pirates of the Caribbean. The captain stabbed that bitch. Captured Beast fought against the trailer with a spear for the treble.
Call it off, damn you! This is your Kraken! You brought it here! Send it back!
So whatever he'd tried to do already was done. Captain's just being an asshole. Don't know what that is yet. Oh, it's a hat.
Captain's hat.
A tricorder, as they call it. Tripod, whatever. I'll fucking know. What were they gonna do with these fucking things anyway? Let's just take a bunch of mermaids. The unholy creature's defiant shrieks were greeted by a fatal bullet.
Chinese people always stealing unholy treasures from beasts.
God damn fucking Asians.
Fucking
always stealing magic conches.
Yeah. This is why they lost the war. I don't know which
Bringing
war.
about uncertain dooms at sea.
What's this?
Mermaids, not the sexy kind.
Quicksilver.
Oh, so you were just an idiot.
I'ma touch it. Yeah, so you're just a fucking moron, apparently. That was dumb. That was a little bit dumb.
That was just you being stupid.
A little bit dumb.
You didn't want to accomplish anything in life. What are you trying to do? Grab it out of there? You're a fucking idiot.
They're mermaids and shit.
What did you... You're being attacked by a kraken right now.
It's in progress.
I don't feel bad for you at all. You just cut off some dude's leg to death, got thrown in here and said, "Oh, I'm gonna stick my hand in it." Fuck you. You're a dumbass. What did you even do? So you just burned because you're fucking stupid.
Boom.
The Obra Dinn.
Didn't even notice that.
Dun, 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 dun. The truth of the Obra Dinn has been discovered.
Obra Dinn. The Obra Dinn is Obra Dinn. Well, might as well take that Stein. Oh.
Oh, time for some tea.
Alright, my tea got cold. Isn't it weird how, like, cold tea is the most disgusting thing, but iced tea is great? It's like if you have hot tea and it gets to room temp, that's, like, so gross.
Nah, you gotta just dunk some ice in there. The end.
Oh, I don't know.
That was a great
Salute.
fucking game.
Yes.
I really like that.
A+.
Lucas Pope.
Lucas Pope.
You're 2 for 2 so far.
Aww. 2 for 2 by Lucas Pope.
Yeah.
Special thanks to
We're in
Caleb
an era of like Rockstar one-man team developers.
Roll of size for the eyes of roll. Must I spell it? Oh, that guy.
Yeah, Hagenberger. Burger Burgers.
You only have one name. Who are you, Seal?
I looked up some things. I wasn't spoiled on anything, which I'm very proud of myself, because this is a fucking heavily and easily spoilable game.
Yep.
Like, you look up anything about this fucking game, you're gonna get ruined immediately.
Yep. Jeez, this fucking game was in every language.
Oh, also, a lot of these characters spoke, like, different languages. Like, that one guy just spoke Finnish or Swedish or whatever. A couple of characters were Russian. A lot of Chinese in the game. Luckily, I didn't get spoiled on anything, but one of the things I did see people saying about this game is that it has no fucking replay value whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
You beat it once and you're done.
It's an escape room.
That is exactly 100% true, because even like, let's say I jump right back into it again now. It's 60 characters. You think, oh, you're gonna forget. No, you learn so much about these. Like, the entire game is about identify who this fucking person is.
Yeah.
It's like you can't forget.
What else do they have aside from their name? Everything else.
You're gonna remember their rank, where they were, like when they died. Like, it's impossible to like get them mixed up. So like, no matter what, like, you can't play this game a second time. Like, even getting beyond like that shock moment of seeing the Kraken for the first time, or the crabs, or like any of the other there's really only 3 big oh shit moments, which is the Kraken, the crabs, and the mermaids.
Yeah. Fitting.
Yeah. You know? Obvious, yeah. Because at that point you think like, okay, but then no.
But then there are 2 crabs.
And it's some weird bullshit. After the mermaids, everything after that is surprisingly mundane. Like, people still died, but like, you can't really roll it back from there. Cow Skull from Game Ready. You like, even getting beyond like the normal, like, you know, you're never gonna be able to play it for the first time again. Like, you know the Kraken happens.
Yeah.
You can't get away from that.
So that's Vietnamese.
So even getting past the, like, you can't not know watching Empire Strikes Back that Darth Vader's Luke's father the second time. It's never gonna affect you that way again.
Yeah.
But even getting beyond that, the core, like, driving purpose of the game is solving the mystery, and you solved the mystery. The mystery has been concluded. Took me 7 hours.
And that was mostly all at once.
Yeah, pretty much.
We kept going after the video, that first video we made, then this is all you did yesterday.
Yeah.
And then now.
At least I'll be able to sleep tonight.
Yes.
That's a good fucking game.
Yeah, it is a weekday.
That's what's interesting, is like, this is almost the opposite of Papers, Please.
Yes.
Papers, Please literally has an endless gameplay mode.
And then this game mechanic.
Yeah, it's so interesting. I really like that he did that. He didn't want to just do the same thing again. He really went out there and like used that Papers, Please money, because Papers, Please was an overnight success for sure.
Yeah.
And long running too. Because he did more stuff with it. He ported it and stuff to a tablet, which is so, like, that makes so much sense. But then, like, you know, there's the Toby Fox way of let's do Deltarune next, which is like pretty much the same kind of game.
Yeah.
Intentionally so. Or there's this one, which is like, I'm going to do something completely fucking different.
Yeah.
Like, no one's going to expect that shit.
No, this is the exact opposite of Papers, Please.
In many ways. In some ways there's overlap, because Papers, the game shills itself on being about deductive mystery solving. It's not really, but I understand why he said that, because it's very much Sherlock Holmes style deductive identification, wherein it's not actually deductive, it's inductive.
Yeah, it's looking at stuff and figuring stuff out. You're not shooting a gun, you're not swinging a sword, you know. It's not the exact opposite of Papers, Please.
Yeah. Like, it's you know, you're, like...
Papers, Please was the same thing. You were looking at the screen and figuring stuff out.
Yeah, it's like, Papers, Please, it was really coming down to, like, solving the identifying discrepancies. This is identifying people.
Yeah.
The same kind of thing. It's just, instead of everything being on that one little handheld, on that one little, like, desk view, and all the information is right there on a cluttered desk, this is an entire ship. Mm-hmm. And there's 60 passports.
Yeah.
So to speak.
Yeah.
But it is as far away as you can get from the presentation.
While still
Papers,
being
Please.
a Lucas game.
Yeah. I'm trying to, like, there's it's not really deductive, if you want to be an asshole about it, which that's the kind of person I am. Inductive reasoning and deductive reasoning both strive to construct a valid argument. Inductive reasoning moves from specific instances into a generalized conclusion, while deductive reasoning moves from generalized principles that are known to be true to a true and specific conclusion. So, we're working from the information that's given to us backwards. So it's like, there's only one guy on the ship who's from Persia, and there's only one guy on that crew photo who's got a turban on. Is putting two and two together inductive or deductive?
Sounds kind of racist, actually.
It's definitely racist. let's not get away from that. But yeah, this is my kind of fucking game.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that, and I didn't even play it.
Like, what's the solution to that? I guess there's 60 mysteries. Like, that should be enough.
Yeah, well, I mean,
You can't, like, complain, oh, I can't play it again.
Yeah,
I played for 8 hours.
Yeah, I mean...
Played for 8 hours.
It is what it is.
I spent $14 on it. I solved 60 little mysteries. Got a really satisfying and unique little story out of it. It looks amazing. This game is a fucking great.
Well, that's
this
just
game
like that.
is a fucking great.
That argument of, this game is only 4 hours. It's like, you can't really complain that games aren't seen as art and then also complain that they're too short as if they're a utilitarian product. Like, they're as long as they need to be. You only go through this once because that's what this is meant to be.
Yeah.
Like, it is what it is.
Like, you can't, like, what are you gonna... There's no solution to that.
Yeah.
Like, what are you gonna do? Make it procedurally generated? Or,
Yeah.
like, have randomized scenarios? Like, have 2 different versions of 60 fucking characters, different fates? Like, there's no out.
At best, you can make a sequel.
You make a mystery story. Once you finish the story, you're gonna go back and read it again. You know who did it.
There's an answer.
There's nothing you can do. So that's not really a criticism, but it is kind of like, you're never gonna get that first experience again.
I mean, the genre is called whodunit.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
once you find whodunit, then you know whodunit.
I'm so impressed that I managed to not spoil myself, considering this game came out in 2014.
That's true. Oh yeah, all those years. I was like, well, it's only been 3 days. No, I mean, I guess it came out 6 years ago.
This came out a while ago, so
Goodness.
at least now I can look shit up about it.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the Obra Dinn.
Yes.
Lucas Pope and the Obra Dinn.
A+.
Yes.
Who was the purser?
Who was the purser? Who was the purser?
Who was the purser?
Was it you?
Oh, it's you.
Oh, shit.